everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for LD Productions. You are watching another edition of Soundbite. I'm coming to you with a video or a news soundbite that has gone viral that I just found out on yesterday that happened, and it's about Apostle T.D. McNutt. The reason I am speaking forth is because it's probably something that you guys don't want to hear. So let's get into this soundbite. Okay, y'all. First and foremost, this is probably something that you're not going to like, but please like, comment, subscribe, and you can share this video. What went viral, I guess a few days ago, about Apostle T.D. McNutt is that he was online. He brought his cousin and her son on video in regards to something that happened with Apostle McNutt being arrested. Apostle McNutt's son ended up getting the law on Apostle McNutt. Now, first and foremost, I was so shocked. I saw the headline and a content creator that I do follow, a shout out to Chef Don Don, and all I saw was Pastor T.D. McNutt. I'm like, well, what's going on there? And then I saw his mugshot and totally took me out. Totally. And why it shocks me so much is because I do know Apostle T.D. McNutt. He has been my pastor, and I've known him for 20 plus years. I no longer go to his church. That's been about 6 years ago. However, this video isn't a bashing of Apostle T.D. McNutt. I have not been in contact with him. I don't even know what actually happened. But what's been going around is saying, oh, he abused the child. But a lot of people are taking the angle that there is SA happening. And I've just been listening to a content creator, which was Chef Don Don, and then others. And they kept talking about this video of Apostle McNutt tickling the cousin's son. I'm like, well, where is that? What is that all about? Y'all said it was disturbing. Okay, cool. I ended up seeing it this morning. And for me, it didn't throw me off. For me, I know his family, and they know me. I have met his cousin and also the son before. I haven't been around those two particularly that much. However, I do know who they are and have met them before. All I know is that that family is very close-knit, and they do play around and horse around. Y'all said that he peed in the bed. He didn't pee in the bed. You know why I know he didn't pee in the bed? Because those two adults wouldn't have been sitting and laying in that bed and tickling him. Especially Apostle T.D. McNutt. They were joking around with him. Y'all said that that was a sign of abuse. I said, wow. Wow. He wasn't. I can tell you that much. But yeah, I could speak to Apostle McNutt's character. You all were worried about, okay, so where's the dad at? And a lot of people suspected that he was locked up. I think he is, according to another video that nobody's sharing, which I don't understand, that he made about 3 days ago that I watched today. He is in contact with the son's dad. The son does also have communication between him and his dad. He did say that he would allow Apostle McNutt to adopt his son. However, Apostle McNutt has not gone forth and done anything about it. All I've known for Apostle McNutt to do in all the years that I have known him is to bridge the gaps and mend families. Heal the total person and mend families, especially between father and son, because a lot of sons, just a lot of children don't have their father around. And in other cases, mother and daughter too, and mother and child too. I've seen it happen too many times. And to know how much I do know him, outside of him being my pastor, I have lived with him for several years. The behavior and the allegations that you all are presenting to the world, I don't know them to be true. I've never seen that before. I don't know him to be that way. I've seen him minister to countless people. That's really all I wanted to say as far as that. I don't know about him abusing children in any way. Now, is he a disciplinarian? Yes. In word, and he will tell you this himself. And by, a belt. He will tell you this. He's preached it many times. Apostle McNutt don't go to jail. And that's what took me by surprise. I said, what is going on? Y'all can go search his records. Now, you will find where he's been arrested, which he's been vocal about that. So it's nothing that I'm just revealing. He's been vocal about that. He's been arrested for speeding tickets. When the cops pulled him over, he found out someone else was using his name. And he bonded right out. Nothing criminal as far as violating a person. I'll just say that much. Again, could someone come to the conclusion by some of the videos that y'all are going back into his news feed? Yeah, you can. I get it. However, I think it's quite unusual and people don't know how to take it when they actually see a grown man building up lives. That's all I can say. It's odd to many that a man could actually have a close-knit relationship with other young men, because we ain't seen it. We ain't seen that many examples. So that's my take on it. I've seen his character for too many years for me to jump on the bandwagon of thinking that something is wrong. Am I an advocate for children being abused? Yes, I am. And this is coming from someone who has been abused himself. Some said that, he's grooming. But what exactly? But you all have named him as being an abuser sexually. And we don't even know what the charges is. We know what the Florida charge named it, which when I first read it, I'm like, this is so vague. We don't know what's in the police report. So to go to that conclusion is just like, huh? Again, I understand y'all went through his news feed to try to find out things about him. Y'all talking about the son arching his eyebrows. Is it arching his eyebrows or actually getting them fine-tuned? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know that. I don't get mine done, so whatever. Y'all posted a picture of them getting massages. Y'all thought that y'all had the proof. And I'm not saying that you guys should not be on alert. I just don't think that y'all have enough evidence to come at him the way that y'all coming at him. And I'm happy that y'all are at this point more alert, especially for young men who are being abused. But y'all don't know Apostle McNutt's character, and that's not it. Again, Apostle McNutt don't go to jail. And you can search his history on all of that. That's all I do have. I hope everyone in the situation is okay, including the young boy. And I don't have anything further. I'm not going to reach out to Pastor McNutt. I'm over here, and that's where I'm going to stay. But I did want to say what I needed to say about the whole situation. 99 against you, but one just got to be the opposite, which is me, and just to say that there's just no. Again, I'm not about to go investigate to find out what's going on. I'm not about to contact him to see what's happening. I could. And I could say a whole lot of other things if I was a different type of person. But I couldn't. And I didn't know if I should really come on here because I'm not really connected to him like I was once before. And I just didn't know if I could just sit idly by and ignore like I don't know him when I see this thing keeps blowing up. When I get up this morning, I type in Pastor T.D. McNutt on YouTube, and so many of y'all have made videos. Some of y'all have clipped what you wanted to clip and haven't told the whole story. Hopefully y'all go back to 3 days ago and see where he has this video of him stating, I'm guilty. Get some clear context, because I don't understand in totality as to why y'all are offended that the young boy or the young man apologized. But y'all want accountability for him as far as Apostle T.D. McNutt. And some of y'all want to go after the mama too. If he lied, why can't he come and say he lied? What was done was in the public. Apostle McNutt was embarrassed in public. And of course, I did not know anything about him being arrested back in December. I just found out all of this yesterday. So I'm just like, oh. So it's a whole shock to me. I looked at it, and I may have said this before, but the court case is closed, y'all. So I don't know what more you're looking for out of this whole situation. But that's all I got, y'all. That's all I wanted to say. And all I ask is for you to like, comment, subscribe, and look out for the next video. Peace.